Hello YouTube. This is going to be a Let's Play for the new Star Wars game, The Old Republic. I have never done a YouTube video or a commentary before, so this is my first. Please bear with me, I'm sure it'll be kind of terrible. I'm in the first screen here, I'm creating a new character. I went with Republic. I actually have my own Sith character. I'm around level 10, but I wanted to start something completely new for this Let's Play series, which I hopefully will be able to put together. There are 4 different types of characters you can choose from in the Republic. There's a Jedi Knight, which is kind of like a combat infantryman Jedi, a lot of heavy armor, heavily skilled in actual fighting. There is a smuggler, which is just what it sounds like. You'll be a criminal who smuggles, kind of on the fringe. And then there is a trooper, which is just what they sound like, a soldier. And then the one I went with, which is a Jedi Counselor, and that means basically you're kind of the Hollywood version that we see in the movies of Jedi, where you're a diplomat, but you're also a fighter. I figured I'd go with that kind of more standard representation for the Jedi, since I was going to go ahead and be, with the Republic. Then the next thing that you have to do with your character is you go ahead and you pick your race. There are 5 different races that you can choose from. I think the most interesting for me was the Miraluka. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, which is basically a human, but you're blind and you see only with the power of the Force. I don't know how that'd work out, but I decided to be bland and go with human. I find that more interesting, per se, than some of the other characters. I'm not really a Star Wars nerd, so I don't know a whole lot about the other races. As I said, there are 5 other races, and it's not something that I'm terribly familiar with. I am sorry for some of that feedback there. I've got kind of a crummy microphone, so hopefully I may be upgrading my microphone soon, but have to make do with what I have now. As you can see, I'm going through the different body types, and there's not a whole lot of options for... Whoa! That guy was quite large. I don't think he'd be a very good Jedi if you weigh 500 pounds, but went with kind of a more standard, tall, well-built Jedi. There's only about 4 choices for the body types. Kind of limited selection there. Around 20 different versions of the head. We'll go ahead and zoom in here and see just kind of the different faces that are available. There's a decent selection, I would say, of different types of faces. As you can see, I'm just selecting. There's also a random button if you ever feel the need to just, randomly pick it. It'll do a decent job of putting something together. And you can just keep clicking it as many times as you want to see something you like. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going ahead and selecting each individual face, so you can kind of take a look at what it looks like here. Now there's a nice little feature as well. Right after I picked the head type that I wanted, there's a scars feature, which is really interesting. There's some pretty nifty and serious looking scars there. Can really add a little bit of personality to your character. There's one coming up right now, right there, that looks kind of like the Joker and the Black Knight, but I chose to go without scars just because you're going to start off as a Padawan, so you really have no combat experience. You're just a fresh new Jedi in the academy and you're training, and I kind of thought it would seem a little bit odd to have scars from battle anyway, when I haven't fought any battles yet. So that's why I went with the setup that I have there. You'll see me going through the different complexions. There's a good amount of choices there. I went with just the plain one. Once again, I'm just kind of a bland kind of Jedi there, just kind of run of the mill, but just kind of had a fair face and went with a brown eye color. I did want to have some facial hair, so there's a pretty good variety, as you can see here, of the different types of facial hair you can have, and it seems like having a beard of some kind would kind of be the Jedi way. So I figured, why not? A lot of these look kind of more out of the 1800s than they do out of, well, who knows when this series is, but there we go, me looking through all the different facial options, and I am going to pick one here. I believe that's the one I'm going to go with. And then I'm going to go ahead and look through the different hair options. I kind of wish there were a few more options for hairstyles than what they have. There's some nifty ones, you know, some mohawks, some ponytails, and I'm going to go with a pretty bland one as it is. That's, you know, obviously if you've been listening, that's kind of the route I'm going with my character. But yeah, there's some hair hair options. I think there probably could have been a few more, but I'm just going with some kind of standard, kind of long hair, but maybe a little bit more well kept than some of the other options. And there you see me picking the skin tone, and I went with as pale as you can be, because I'm actually from Wisconsin, so I have a very pale complexion, don't get a lot of sun up here, yeah, that's what I was going to go with. Now, real quick here, the video's over. I also chose to name my character Galen Elessar. I'm kind of a Lord of the Rings fan, so Elessar is the name of the it's Aragorn's name, basically, after he becomes king. And it kind of sounded, I guess, sort of Jedi-y to me. Galen's actually a Celtic name, which has some connotation back to, actually all the way back to when Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor. I'm sure many of you don't care about this, but was a famous physician for the Emperor Marcus Aurelius, whose character was rather unrealistically portrayed in the movie Gladiator. But that being said, that's how I picked my first name, just some random historical name. Second one was just a name out of Lord of the Rings. I'm not, I don't know, just what I decided to go with. But as far as that's concerned, this is going to go ahead and conclude the first video that I'm putting together. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be a lot more to come. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and do a Let's Play and go through as much as I can, really, through the massive multiplayer online game. I might give a little bit more information about this game for those of you who are interested in the next couple of videos. I didn't have a whole lot of time to talk. I set the character up pretty quick. I didn't go through a whole lot of the other options. But there definitely will be a couple more of these at least, as long as I have fun doing it. And if anyone actually enjoys watching it, just drop me a like and follow me if you like. And hopefully we can keep this thing going for a while. I appreciate you watching if you're still sticking with me, and until next time, you have an excellent day or evening or whatever it may be.